doesn't happen on the road. Okay, so that's why it's least important. Now we are studying network, right? Network is on the road. So they are least important. Okay, it's about the software, how you program the software, how you make the software. You know, its presentation is basically encryption. So whether you do encryption on the software or not. So I just summarize it. You can do a lot of reading here. The application layer is basically the software, right? Network process the application, data presentation, encryption happens the presentation. Session layer builds the sessions. If you study the second year, you have this. When you make a website, you make the sessions. There are session variables. Like even if you take a browser, right? If you take a website and you don't do anything on the website, your session gets expired. Like session timeout. So everything has a session, like login session, downloading session, upload session. So that's a session, that's a software thing. You do it on the software. The transport layer, the data is broken into segments. These end-to-end connections and reliability is checked here in the transport layer. The transport layer, basically, you have, they are coming in reverse here. Transport layer, basically, you make one of two decisions. Okay, whether you want to transfer data TCP way or whether you want to transfer data UDP way. Okay, now the protocol is TCP/IP. Okay, TCP/IP is the protocol, but TCP is one protocol in that protocol group. Okay, TCP/IP is just a group of protocols. It's a name of the group. Inside TCP/IP have many protocols, and those protocols can work in different layers. If you talk about Telnet, POP3, SMTP, all these they work in the application layer. Okay. Now it's a little bit hard thing. Okay, you have to have some experience and you have to really read these things to understand it. It will take some time to grasp. But anyway, I'll just simplify here. So in the transport layer, you are making a decision whether to send data TCP way or UDP. What does it mean? Now, TCP is a protocol. You know what is a protocol, right? It's program or rule. TCP is a protocol that has acknowledgements. Okay, acknowledgements means it's reliable. Let's say if you are sending a packet from source to destination, whenever you send a packet and whenever it reaches the destination PC will acknowledge that the packet is received. It's okay, good. If it didn't give you the acknowledgement, then your client PC will resend the packet. So you make sure your data is not lost. Even if it's lost, you back up. You send it again. And even that, if that is lost, you send it again. It doesn't finish the process unless it reaches the destination. It makes sure. Okay. And UDP is just the opposite. It's not reliable. You just send the packet, there is no acknowledgement, it's connectionless. Okay, this is connection based. There will be a handshake and you just speak to it and the other destination acknowledges that it's done, I received it, then only it will close the connection. Close that thing. But UDP, you just send it and then you forget about it. If it reaches, otherwise that's it. You hope it reaches there. That's connectionless. So which is good?
TCP.
Huh? TCP. Then why do we have UDP? Why do you ever need to just send it and lose it? Like if you are sending a parcel to someone, okay, then which option would you choose? UDP.
Faster. So there will be no traces.
There's nothing regarding tracing. So you have the delivery company is giving, or the FedEx is giving two options. Okay, both at the same price. Okay, so one option, the packet will reach your destination and the destination will confirm that it reached. The other option, you will just send the packet and we won't confirm whether it reaches or not. Nobody knows.
So why don't
You would never know whether it reaches or not. So which option do you choose?
TCP.
TCP, right? Because you're sure if it doesn't reach it, maybe you can verify, you can resend the packet again. Then why on earth we have to use UDP? So remember these things, okay? These things will be repeated again in the last book, but we won't be doing that. Okay, so just one time study. So some kind of transmissions, okay? Some kind of transmissions has to be UDP. It cannot be TCP. Or any live transmissions. If it is live, you cannot have TCP. Let's say you're speaking over phone, okay, or voice over IP on the internet, on the network. So every word you say, you cannot have acknowledgements, right? Because this acknowledgement can come at any point, means it may take some delay. So you say hello, and then the other person confirms that I heard hello when you speak, or something like if you lose a data, okay, you said hello and maybe you lost the L in the hello, right? So it comes back and then you send the L back again and then you continue further talking. It's not possible. Or when you're watching a match, okay, when you're watching a football match, you see a small glitch on the screen. And that glitch is because a packet was lost on the way. You can't freeze the whole thing and put back the glitch and play it again. No, it has to be live, right? It has to be playing live. You can't pause it. Because of that, all live transmissions use UDP. Okay, so when you're playing Counter-Strike live, it's UDP. And these things, they have port numbers and all. Okay, but anyway, this is something happens in the transport layer. Application presentation, they are just encryptions. ASCII values will be converted to binary. And in the network layer, you have each and every layer have protocols. Okay, you see the network layer protocols IP, IPX. So basically we use IP. See ICMP. We saw what is ICMP, right? When you ping, it's this protocol. When you're pinging, we tried some pings, right? This protocol. So when you ping in the network layer, it's this protocol. Okay, otherwise it's IP. So if it is IP, you should have it's like when it passes every layer, you see it's like an empty box. Imagine like a production line. Have you seen a production line? Like how the cars are manufactured, it's a line of production. At every step, new thing will be added to it. Okay, a door will be added, headlight will be added, seat covers will be added. Okay, paint, and then finishes, it's finished out. But the same thing here. At every layer, new things will be added, and new things will be decided. Okay, in the first layer, the application layer, the data, the payload. Okay, so it's like you're putting the payload and you're wrapping things around it. Okay, and then in the data link layer, you put the MAC address, the physical address, and the session layer you establish the session coding and all. And in the network layer, you put the IP address. So these addresses are very important, right? IP address, MAC address. If you have this address, you can actually verify who sent this, to whom I should send back the acknowledgements. Okay, if you don't have the address, how do you send back the acknowledgement? Or how do you send back the response? Okay, so you should know where the data came. So that's what happens in the network layer. You put the from address. Okay, in the network layer. And data link layer. In data link layer you put the MAC address. Okay, in network layer you put the IP address. Okay. So here it's Ethernet. If it is a LAN communication, Ethernet. If it is WAN, it can be any of these things. Okay. In LAN, we just have Ethernet. If this PC is talking to this PC, it's Ethernet. And physical can be any of these, right? 110, it depends on this is the speed, right? T1, E1, WiMAX, 3G, 4G, all comes under physical. If it is 3G, 4G, it will be radio signals. If it is 110,000, these things, it will be electrical signals. Because it's electricity, we are using copper cable. If it is Sonet, I think this is fiber, then it will be light signals. The media. But whatever it is, it will be in binary. You will be able to convert to binary. The binary signals will be represented in different forms, whether it be light signals, electrical signals, or radio signals. That's physical, the raw form. Okay. And that physical signal will contain all this data, all these variables, how it should behave in the network, how it should go and come, all these things. Okay. So it's imagine like you are sending a probe to Mars. Okay, so you're filling all these things and you're putting all these things, and somebody is receiving on that end and they are sending it back. Maybe you have some simulations for this. Right, so OSI model is the base for anything. Any operations that we do, OSI model is the base. We actually have another model also, which is called TCP/IP model. TCP/IP model, the OSI model. Actually, back in 1970s, they were all. Now OSI is now a model, not a protocol. But TCP/IP is a protocol now. Okay, the protocol that we use in communication, or the program that we use for communication is TCP/IP, not OSI. But theoretically, when you refer, we refer normally to OSI. But back in 70s, both were actually models. They both were actually in competition of which one should become a protocol, a program. And TCP/IP won the race. Okay, that's because TCP/IP address were simple. Like, you know the IP address, right? CMD. You know, IP addresses are very simple. The IPv4 address. Just give an example. So this is the IP address, right? It's simple to understand because it's decimal and 4 sections, easy, 0 to 255 values. But OSI addresses are a little complex. Means it maybe something like this, hexadecimal. It's a little difficult to grasp. So that's why TCP/IP won. But actually, OSI should have been the protocol, because now we know that we are running out of IP addresses, public IP addresses. Okay, if OSI had been the protocol, we wouldn't have that problem. Okay, but anyway, this is the TCP/IP model. We have only 4 layers. So all the first 3 layers, they boil down into application layer. And then you have transport layer, which is host layer, internet layer. The bottom 2 layers, network layer, network interface layer. See the different protocols? They work in different, see all these protocols, they work in the application layer. Transport layer, TCP/IP. Network layer, IP, or IGMP, ICMP, R. Anyway, these are the standards. But when you do something practically, you will understand how closely these standards are linked with the practical things. Normally, when you see a model, you won't see any belongingness, right? But you will see it when you do practically. But you have to wait for a long time to do practicals. The same stuff. you can actually pinpoint different devices to different layers. I can easily say that cables, the network cables, they work in physical layer. Because what is inside cables? What is inside cables? Just signals, right? Whether electrical or light signal, just signals. That's just physical. And I can say switches, they work in a data link layer. Because switches are the one which manages the MAC addresses, physical addresses. And the routers, they work in the network layer. So this is a guide not only for manufacturing but also for troubleshooting. Whenever you have a problem, you first figure out in which layer you have the problem. So you tunnel it down. Then you can troubleshoot. So you can just say that, okay, it's a problem with the network layer. So if you have a DHCP or a DNS problem, it's probably the problem with the application layer, the software. It has nothing to do with the network. You configure the DHCP wrong in the DHCP manager. Let me see if I have this. A lot of things. Actually, there are a lot of things, but you can just study one by one, first briefly and then deep. You can't just put everything together. You have to know what is a frame, what is a packet. There are many things in it.
When will we cover that? When will we cover that? Frame packet one.
This frame packet,
CCNA? Or
CCNA, we will cover in these in network systems. You should cover it without me teaching. If you get a term, you should know it. What is a frame, or you should ask. You should get to know. Don't wait till someone comes and tell you.
This is just a preview in Mark's Udemy, and there's more in depth of him talking about each thing. So yeah, there by the course. He bought the course.
You bought it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Only in Udemy, $10
Yeah,
only.
They're catch up on sale because it's about usually the regular price is $100.
No, 200.
200. Yeah.
If sale, $10 only.
Yes. It's better because if you're studying individually, then you have to find everything. It may not be, compatible. Different things say different. You study
So
from
you have-
one guide, it's better.
Because we have many tools, so we can easily understand what is what's for that.
But actually, it's not practically possible to see what is happening in one side. Because this is evolved over 50 years of evolution, 50 years of what's happening. So there are
Yes,
different
sir.
things happening inside of it.
It's hard to understand.
Basically, it's programming. Basically, it's variables, changing values. That's it. Just have to set your imagination. You don't have to know everything in detail. You can imagine that it's enough.
We also need to memorize the terms for
Yeah, that's
memorize.
Not memorize.
Learn.
You will
Just
know.
learn.
You have to be in that field. You're not in that field, it's quite useless. Or you have to be a network programmer. That is network programming. You can program protocols using C language.
Using the socket.
So is it the last thing we study? The very last thing.
Hindi ko maintindihan. Hindi, pag binasa mo lang yung dun. Kapag maintindihan mo yung binasa.
So, ang focus din mo, TCT nga nalabutan nito, pero may chance pa